Hi guys, this is Kev again from Humidity the Chameleon and Friends. I hope each and every one of you are having a blessed day. Today I was checking my social media and quite a few questions were asked. How do you maintain great humidity levels when using a screen cage in New York City, especially during the winter season? So I'm going to show you what I do for Humidity the Chameleon. I know there's a lot of different versions out there, but I'm going to show you from my perspective and you can decide which works best for you. For starters, I've turned Humidity's misting system on 3 times a day, and that definitely helps a lot when it comes to stabilizing his humidity level. But during the winter season is definitely a big problem. So I've tried those different foggers where I ran into a lot of problems with condensation. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are very familiar with what I'm speaking about. But what I did was get myself a humidifier. And with this particular humidifier, I was able to balance during the winter as well as sometimes in the summer. So I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about that. Maybe you guys use something different, but I'm just going to show you what I use for Humidity, and it definitely worked for me. So while Humidity makes his way down to his preferred section of the cage, since he likes hanging down a lot more to the bottom now, I'm going to shift over a little bit to the left and I'm going to show you the humidifier that we use. I sat and I thought about it. Why just invest in a humidifier for my Chameleon when we can have something that both the family and our Chameleon can benefit from? So I was able to come up with this solution. It's called the Tautronics humidifier. As you can see, it features a dual exhaust vent, as you can see on the top. The beauty of this is that we can have it pointed towards us, and I also adjusted it where it can point towards Humidity cage. So there's one vent here, and then there's another vent in the back here, and that's pointed towards his cage. As you can see, it's to the right, and you can adjust it to whichever direction you desire. If you go a little bit down, it has a very nice interface. Right here you can see the current temperatures as well as the current humidity levels. You can also make adjustments to it. As you can see here, there's a humidity adjuster. So I can adjust it currently from its 30%, and I can bring it up as high as I need it to be. So I can bring it up a lot higher. Also, in the bottom, let me get that down a little bit. Also in the bottom, as you can see, a lot of the mist is coming out. Also in the bottom, you have a mist adjuster. So I can adjust the mist how low or how high I would like it to be by just simply touching this. As you can see, it's going up higher and higher, and the mist is coming out. And I can bring it down a lot lower as well. If you go over a little bit to the side, you'll notice there's a sensor. This sensor helps you determine what's the current temperature in the room, as well as the current humidity levels. So if you go a bit back to the front, you'll also notice there's a light. So if you have kids, you can hit the light. It will turn the light on to the back. As you can see, it's coming on and off. There's also a timer. I'm sorry if it's not adjusting correctly. There's also a timer where you can time how many hours you would like your system to be on for. So if I want it on for 2 hours during the night, it will go ahead and it will run for that duration and then automatically shut off. The beauty of this, what definitely was attractive, is that it's not only a cool mist, but it's also a warm mist. If I hit right here, you'll notice a red light is coming on, and that gives us warm mist as well. So during the winter seasons, when you don't want cool mist going through your room, you can definitely hit the warm mist button, and it has the ability to do both. So again, just to quickly go over some of the features, it has a dual exhaust where you can point it in any direction that you desire. You can set the timer for as long as you want, from anywhere between 1 to 10 hours. It has a temperature where you can tell what the current room temperature is going to be. You can also control what your humidity levels are going to be. It has a part here where you can touch to turn on the heat. It has a sleep timer. It also have a humidity gauge where you can control how high you would like your humidity levels to be. There's a night light if you have kids, the timer, and you can also control how much mist you would like to have coming out, whether it's a little or you would like to have a lot. And if you go over a little bit to the side, you'll notice there is a sensor. This also features a 1.6 gallon canister. You just turn it a little bit to the side, you simply just unlock it, and you can remove the canister itself. If you go back a little bit to the front, if I take this off, you'll notice on the top there's a handle. So whenever you do unlock it and you're going to refill the canister, you can simply pick it up with the handle, put it back, lock it back in place from the side. And also be sure when you're going to use it for your Chameleon to use distilled or spring water. That's the same thing I give Kripke when I'm using it for his misting systems, so be sure to use the same type whenever you're going to use it to, you know, when the mist is going through the cage for your Chameleon, because you definitely don't want to have normal tap water and stuff blowing in there, because that's definitely not going to be any good for him. So guys, while filming, I decided to just give Kripke a couple of minutes, just let him hang out in the tree. As you can see, he's upside down in the hibiscus tree, looking through the window and chilling out. So if you have any questions, be sure to follow us again on social media. We have Instagram. You can always leave me a private message, or you can go ahead and leave us comments on our YouTube channel at the bottom. I'll be sure to answer each and every one of your questions and assist in any way I can. So this is Kev from Kripke the Chameleon and Friends. Thank you very much. God bless. And please be sure to follow us and give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.